Hello, welcome to today's video where we're going to be making these really cute ruffle eye masks. I've been seeing a bunch of these in shops and online. I just think they're so cute, and so I thought I would make a tutorial to teach you guys how to make your own. So I've done a two-toned one. You don't have to do that, you can do all the same fabric. I just thought this velvet would look really nice. So for this pattern, I have created a little template that you can purchase on my Etsy, which I will link down below. So yeah, that will allow you to create this exact eye mask. The template also comes with a written pattern, so if you prefer that, or you can sort of watch this, read the pattern sort of simultaneously. It's up to you. Anyway, happy sewing, and yeah, enjoy the video. So for this tutorial you will need your printed pattern. You can get this on my Etsy, and that will allow you to cut out the templates. So firstly we've got some wadding. This is my main fabric, it's just a cotton, which I would recommend. And then for my back piece I used velvet, but again you can use the cotton for the whole mask. We've also got elastic, pins, safety pins, tape measure. I also love using these clippy pins, which I definitely recommend for later on in the pattern, and then a coloured thread that is the same as your fabric, and scissors. I'll be using the zigzag scissors to cut away excess bulk. Me from the future, I'm just editing. I just wanted to mention that all the measurements for your fabric and seam allowances, and of course your template, are included in the Etsy pattern, which will be in my description. So yeah, check that out. I forgot to mention you'll also need a normal sewing needle as well. So you're just going to cut out your template and then trace around on the wadding and your fabric as well, and cut the template out the exact same for all pieces. You will also need to cut out the strap of the mask, which goes behind your head, and also the ruffle. So we're going to start on the strap. So for the strap we're basically making a tube. So you're going to fold it in half, right sides facing. I've just pressed it here to make it a lot easier, and then you're going to sew down the length of the raw edge. Again, seam allowances are included in the Etsy pattern. So you're just going to sew all the way along to reach the bottom. And then you're going to place a safety pin just on one side of the fabric and feed it all the way through to turn it the right way round. This can be a bit fiddly, take your time with it. Then pull it all the way through. Pop your safety pin off. You can press it, but I don't, because it's going to get ruffly anyway. And then you're going to take your elastic and cut your desired length. You can see my length recommendations on the Etsy pattern. So now you're going to pop a safety pin on one end of the elastic, and you're going to place it in the tube and feed it through just until the other end reaches the end of the tube, you'll see in the video. And then you're going to secure that end with a safety pin just so it doesn't ping through. And now, feeling where the safety pin is, just feed it all the way through. So here I'm just leaving about 1 centimetre on each side of the tube, and I'll do the same on the other side. And then I'm just sewing it right away just to secure it, so we can get rid of those safety pins. Just a few stitches is fine. The same on the other side. And there is your lovely elastic strap. So we're going to put that to one side, and now we're going to start on the ruffle around the face mask. So this is one of those fiddly parts of the pattern. So fold the fabric in half, wrong sides facing. I've just pressed it here to make it easier, and then you're going to sew down the length of the raw edge. Here you will need to change your length to a longer stitch because you want to be able to pull the thread easily to allow it to ruffle. So you can see I've just done that really long stitch, and then I just like to clean up the raw edge and make sure it doesn't fray, so I'm doing a zigzag stitch. You can see all my stitch types here, and just do that right on the raw edge. And then fiddly bit, and please take your time with this. You will need to take the top thread, as you can see I'm doing here. So take the top thread, not the bobbin thread, and just pull it really carefully. It can easily snap, and you're just going to gather the ruffles together. Again, do this really slowly. This can take a bit of time, and you're just going to do it all the way along the length of the fabric. So once you've done that, you can then just adjust. Mine was way too ruffly and I wanted to spread the ruffles out. So I just adjusted. You can lay it against your mask template and see if it fits. So here I'm just laying it over to see if it fits. If you've got an overlap, that's completely fine. I would recommend having a slight overlap, just so it sort of hides the raw edge. So now we're putting the mask together. So you're going to place your wadding down, your top fabric, right side facing up. Then you're going to pin your ruffle in place. You want the raw edge to be facing out. So here's where my little clippy pins come in handy. I would definitely recommend these. You're gonna overlap it slightly over the edge, as you can see here, and you're just going to pin it in place all the way around. So this can take a bit of trial and error. You can lay it down, refigure bits, just so you get it right. So again, you want that raw edge facing outwards and the ruffle facing inwards. Remember to follow the curve around the bottom of the mask. And here you can see I'm just overlapping. I did trim it because it was slightly too long. But yeah, you want that overlap. So there's the back. And now we're going to place our strap on the inside. This is sort of like a burrito sort of sandwich, like everything's stuffed in. So you're going to get that edge and pin it on the sides of the mask. You can't really see it here very well. I think I adjusted it later, but I did just pull it over the side by about 1 centimetre. And again, the same on the other side. So make sure everything is pinned. So you can see here, I've just trimmed that excess piece of fabric. So squidge that all in the middle. And then you're going to take the back of the fabric, so the fabric that's going to be laying on your eyes, right side's facing down, and again just readjust the pins so it's all in place and the ruffle is overlapping as well. I think I've just added a few more pins here just to make the strap secure. So yeah, I might need a little bit of readjusting to get it exact. And once you're ready and feel confident that everything's in place, it's time to sew. So you're going to sew all the way around, but you're going to leave a gap. I recommend doing this at the top. This is so you can pull it the right way around. So do this really slowly, sewing around, making sure all the pieces are in place. You want to check the bottom is being sewed through. I've done this a few times where I've finished and parts of the bottom is not even attached. So yeah, please do it slowly, going around the curve of the mask and leaving that gap on the top area. So there we go. It's looking quite funny at the moment, but everything is secure, obviously minus that gap. I did notice my gap was slightly too small, so I've just gone and unpicked it a bit. And then you're going to pull it the right way around. I'm just doing this to check everything's secure. So everything is looking good, and then I'm gonna put it inside out again because I want to cut the excess bulk off. This is where my zigzag scissors come into play. So you're just going all the way around, and where you get to that gap, make sure you don't cut off too much. You want to, I just graze the top, I just where the zigzag stitches, you want to make sure that you don't cut the thread that's holding the ruffle together. So there you go, and then you can pull it the right way through, and it's looking so cute already. There's just one more step. Again, the last fiddly step, this is where you need to close the gap. So you're going to fold the fabric following the fold that is sewed around. I just pressed it, makes it a lot easier so you're not holding it down. So you're going to fold it down, place the ruffle inside so it's matching along the rest of the mask. And then I've just pinned it in place. And here we're going to be doing an invisible stitch. So you'll need to take your time with this. You're basically going along the front fabric, right at the top so it will be hidden, and then through the ruffle, making sure it's gone through on the right side, and then on the inside fabric, again that invisible stitch where you go along the top, and make sure to pull it quite tight. And you're just going to repeat this, so you're going to go back through the ruffle, do the invisible stitch along the top, and back through. Make sure your ruffle is even as well. And you're just going to repeat this until the gap is closed and secure your thread. And here is your final mask. You can't even see the gap that we close. Definitely helps to have a pattern fabric. I just think this is the cutest thing ever, and I will be making this for all my family and friends. If you make one, please tag me on Instagram so I can see your lovely creations. Thank you so much for watching.